Hello, 안녕하세요. Hello, everyone. I think it's been years since I've filmed a sit-down talking video like this, so I have to say I feel not too comfortable doing this right now, but it is fall and I was inspired to share with you guys my updated fall skincare morning routine. I just have so much to share. That's just why I'm like, you know what, let's just sit down and do a very in-depth video of every step I do in the fall. And naturally, because it's colder season, I have two beverages going on at the same time. I have a little bit of a cinnamon tea and my By Eva Resilient Skin Elixir. Now's the time where I'm drinking like 3 hot beverages at the same time, and I absolutely love it. And the very first sign that it is fall is not just the pumpkin spice latte, but my dry lips. Like one day I'll wake up and suddenly my lips are cracking. I'm like, where did this even come from? But that means colder temperatures are coming and my skin just can no longer handle it. When I do wake up, I'll brush my teeth. I'll do a little bit of that tongue scraper. And apparently that's when you should do your tongue scraper because you want to get rid of all that bacteria and gunk that built up overnight, and you want to get all of that scraped up before drinking your beverages and stuff. Before I go in with any of my morning skincare routine, about like 2 to 3 times a week, 3 times if I'm really lucky, is I go in with my Zip beauty device. You know, there's a lot of questions on like which one is better, which one's better. For me, I found that the new Zip is very easy to use. It's so small and handy. It like is able to curve every part of your face. So I just love the way that I can hold and adjust it to the way I like it. It's even like curvature so they can go right under your eye without any sensitivity. So I'm going in with their nano gel. I'm using this and selecting a program on the app. Sometimes I'm doing a full face. Sometimes I'm doing the founder's favorite. Sometimes I'm literally just have 1 minute to do the jaw or like a laugh line. So I kind of like doing that while I journal. After that, I'm washing my face. If I have too much gel on, I'm using a toner pad to like gently get that off. Usually I'm using a very hydrating toner pad and really making sure I get that off. If I do that, that counts as my morning cleanse, right? However, on days that I don't use this morning beauty device, that's when I just go straight in. I don't use a cleanser in the morning, and this is the same way almost all year round. Only in the summer, if my T-zone gets super oily, I'll go in with a little bit of a cleanser just for like my oily zones. But besides that, water cleanse all the way. I've been talking about this for years, and that helps to protect your skin barrier. After I wash off, I don't even use a washcloth. I just let it air dry because a lot of times your washcloth can, harbor bacteria that can actually cause more acne. So let it air dry. While I let it air dry, because I'm bored, then I'll go in with a little bit of a lash serum. I go to Lash Barfola for a lash lift. So as you can see right now, I have no mascara at all, but my lashes are lifted. It's so beautiful. It's so convenient. And this is one of the things that I do for high maintenance things I do to be as low maintenance as possible. I have a full video on that, and lash lifts are one thing that I always get done. And to make sure to maintain these lashes, I have to make sure I'm going in regularly with a lash serum. I think it's super important in the fall because my hair and everything is going through like a wardrobe change, and like all my hair is falling out. I get out of the shower and I'm like, am I okay? It's a little scary. And the same thing goes with my lashes. So that's why I'm doing my lash serums. That's when I'm going in with this new skincare ingredient that I'm testing out right now. Usually I'll go in with like an essence or a toner, but right now I'm using this Oxy R peptides from Medicate. And Medicate is a brand that I absolutely adore. And they launched this new ingredient. It's Oxy Resveratrol peptides, and oxyresveratrol has never been used in the market ever just because how unstable it is. However, Medicate found a way to stabilize this highly unstable ingredient. It's even way more unstable than vitamin C. That's why usually it would cause a lot of irritation and sensitivity. By them using this with a peptide formula, They found a miraculous way to help fade dark spots, to help fade pigmentation, to make you look youthful. So because I want the full potency of this, I'm going in straight into my skin because I'm like, give it all in, give it all in, give it all in. I've just been testing it and it's been pretty glorious so far. I'm almost done with the first bottle and I'm gonna go on to my next bottle, but I'm gonna do a full update on my results in a few weeks. And with this method, I'm just like tapping it in. I'm not rubbing it. I'm just tap, 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 tap. And I'm getting that natural vitamin C kind of glow from this. And then after this, I'm gonna go in with an essence or a toner. And before I was relying more on like SK2, these like very lightweight essences in the summer, but now I'm going more towards like these hydrating toners. Toner that I started using a lot more in the fall and winter is a Laneige Cream Skin Toner. I've been using this since inception. In fact, I was actually one of the tested members for the launch before it officially launched. So I knew the formula, I knew the concept of a toner and moisturizer since before it even launched. So it's very, very dear to my heart. But with this one, I like to really get that hydration in. I'm going in with like at least 2 to 3 layers. And after the second layer, I'm like, okay, I don't think my skin can handle more. But then maybe the third one is when I'm like, all right, like my skin is really, really drinking it up. So, you know, early fall, I'm going with like 1 to 2 layers. And then towards like the dead of the winter, I'm increasing that to like 3, maybe even 4 layers. Another alternative to this Laneige one is the Rhode Fluid. I think this is also great. This one is a little bit thicker than that. So with the Rhode one, I'm literally going in with like 1 to 2 layers. That's pretty much enough, but it really depends on what kind of milky consistency. Like they're both milky, just very different texture, very same, but different, you know what I mean? After I'm going in with that toner, that's when I'll decide to either go in with a little bit more of a multi-function serum. So if I want a little bit more of the vitamin C or hyperpigmentation, I love the Caudalie Vino Perfect. If I want something that is a little bit more soothing, then I'm going in with something that is more Centella Asiatica or aloe-based serum. If I want something that is like just pure hydrating, then I'm going to go with a hyaluronic acid serum. So there's a lot of different ways to go about this when it comes to morning serums, and that's like the beauty of it. Now we're going to go in with an eye cream. Eye cream really depends on days when I like really haven't slept well. And also, by the way, I think there's something in the air, or maybe it's because like my Virgo season has ended. I just cannot sleep. It's been really, really hard for me to fall asleep lately. So on days like that, then I have some like really heavy eye bags. I need a little bit more hydration. That's when I go in with my Skin Medica eye cream. I love the texture of this. It's slightly thicker, but still it applies very well under makeup. And I feel like this one is really good for helping me with that puffiness and dark circles, just giving a little bit more circulation around my eye area. I'm always doing my eye massage while I apply my eye cream. That's like a simultaneous thing that I do every single morning. If I'm like, all right, I got a little better sleep, or if I'm not really seeing like, you know, a lot of the fine lines seeping through, I want something super, super lightweight, then I'm just going with an eye gel. There are a couple of eye gels that I really like. One that I've been liking is a Super Egg Phyto Balance Eye Gel. I love the design of this. Erica does such an amazing job with all of her product designs. You just gently squeeze out. It's like the perfect amount for under your eye. Once again, I'm doing the eye massage with this one. Then I'm moving on with my moisturizer. Moisturizer in the morning kind of depends here and there, but usually my go-to is the Skin Fix Skin Barrier Cream. This one is such an underrated cream. I just wish the packaging was a little prettier, but besides that, it is triple. It's like the dupe for the SkinCeuticals Triple Lipid Cream. It is amazing. Like the texture is fluffy, it's hydrating. The moisture lasts all day long, so I love that. However, there are days when I wake up to a little bit more inflamed skin, which does happen a lot. And lately I've been getting more stress hives on my face and my body. So after I experience those kinds of hives is when I usually go in with a little bit of a La Roche-Posay Cicaplast. I like that one because it's so multi-purpose. If that's not even good enough for me, then that's when I go with a little bit of Aquaphor action here and there, but those are pretty rare unless my skin is like really, really crackling. We're moving on to sunscreens. Sunscreen is also a time, it's the fall. However, there is sun everywhere. Please, please, please make sure you are wearing your sunscreen. In the fall, I feel like I like to mix it alternate between a regular sunscreen and a tinted sunscreen. On days when I'm going to work out in the morning, then I just go in with a tinted sunscreen. My favorite tinted sunscreen right now is from Dermatology. It is one of the best tinted sunscreens I have tried. It is a mix of a chemical and a mineral, so it's a hybrid sunscreen, but the texture and the shade match to your skin is insane. And the texture, the way it applies, it's just perfection. I really think this is one of the best tinted sunscreens that I have tried. If you want to get one that is more just mineral tinted sunscreen, then this one from Dr. David Kim Lightsaber also has a very nice souffle-like texture that also applies really well. Also another universal shade. So if you've been looking for a good mineral tinted sunscreen, this one is it. If you are okay with something that is more hybrid, like the texture of this everything, then go on with the Dermatology one. If you want something that is not tinted at all, I'm going to give you guys a list of some other sunscreens that I like that are untinted. Right now, I'm going in between the Crave Beauty Beat the Sun and the Isn't-Tree sunscreen and the Beauty Adjustment one. So always just Korean sunscreens in general. After the sunscreens, then I'm going in with a little bit of lip care. While I'm doing my early stages of the morning skincare after a morning cleanse, I'm usually going in with like a lip scrub just to make sure my lips a little bit more hydrated while I do my skincare routine, so that by the time I am done with my sunscreen, then I'm going in with a little bit of that lip balmy texture. This one from Sicily is amazing. I really think it's one of the best lip balms out there. If that's not in, then Laneige also has a really good one that is more of like nice tasting, candy tasting ones. I've also really been liking the Summer Fridays tint one. The cherry, the red one is perfect when I want a little bit more of that extra tint. So I'm carrying like a million lip balms in my purse during the fall. That's pretty much it. I hope this video was helpful in getting really detailed. I know I was like trying to write this out, but I was like, you know what, I am gonna go crazy. I can't write this out. I'm gonna talk everything out in a video. And you guys, after doing this, I miss being on camera, like just like sit down and talk through my morning routine. So if you guys like listening to these kinds of talks, then please subscribe to my channel here at Glow with Ava. I love doing this. I can talk to a wall about skincare, beauty, wellness, everything for the longest time. And also, if you want to get tea like this for the fall, make sure to go to buyava.co to make sure you can get glowing from the inside and out. All right, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next.